Hello and welcome to Golden Lion Tarot. Today we will be doing a 3-pile pick a card tarot reading, all on the topic of why am I in this between? So what is this in between? So this could relate to anything that comes to your mind. It could relate to love. It could relate to your work. It could relate to your family life. Whatever it is that Spirit is hoping to shed some light on. Maybe you already know what this tarot reading is going to be about, and maybe you don't. So I would like you to take a moment to check in with each pile to see which pile is resonating with your heart and with your soul. I have talked in the past about connecting each pile to your chakra system, to your etheric body, to your third eye, to your soul, to your sacral chakra, to your heart chakra. However this works best to you. Maybe you are just a visual person and that's what works best for you. There's no wrong answer here. Whatever your soul and heart feel open to, then that pile will be right for you. Sometimes it'll be all the piles. Sometimes it'll be one pile. Sometimes it may be no piles. So you just need to go within and see if there is a message within this reading for you. Now today I am using a few different decks. I've got the Elemental Oracle, the Past Life Oracle, the Spellcaster's Tarot, Rider-Waite Tarot, possibly using Osho Zen Tarot, and possibly using the Psychic Tarot, and I think that just about covers it. All right, so now if you want to pause the video and go within and feel into each pile, I'm just going to let you see. Pile number 1 will be this green jade crystal, all about healing the body and taking care of oneself physically and emotionally. The heart chakra. Then with pile number 2, we've got this gorgeous snowflake obsidian, dealing with negative emotions, dealing with keeping out people and energies that do not serve us, and facing the negative energies that are bubbling up within the soul and needing attention. Snowy days. This awesome pile number 3 is a slab. I see it likes to hold my fingerprints. Is a slab of a geode, of quartz geode, I believe. Did not come with a description. I've had it so long too. I used to wear it as a necklace. So it's been through a lot of healing, all through my healing journey. At least 10 years of it. Very healing. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove piles number 3 and pile number 2. And we will go ahead and get started right into pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Today you chose the green jade, associated with the heart chakra, all about healing one's emotional body and healing one's heart and soul, and getting in tune with your emotions and the things that you love and really appreciate creating and putting your energy to into this life. Okay, I went ahead and pre-shuffled a few cards to go ahead and get the energies booming and flowing. And I chose the top card will be our guidance for pile number 1. And you chose Atoms. And I believe this card debuted earlier in my channel. So that is beautiful. It shows me that I have a recurring theme here with people's energy. Building atoms. And if I remember correctly, I would like to read out of the book about this card again. It all speaks about getting down to the building blocks and to the fundamental reasonings behind certain pains and traumas and all the elements into your life. All right. And then we've got the past life tarot. You've got wisdom. It's really gorgeous. So you may be attracted to unicorns or horses. It's got a beautiful mane of hair. Then we've got the Six of Cups. This card can relate to past lives and children and family. Getting the sense of children on this. And then we've got Judgment, so the ultimate transformation. So I feel like these cards that I pulled on the top are going to relate to where you are now. I pulled a few cards relating to where you are now. So I'm feeling that right now you are in the state of gaining serious wisdom. And I feel like you even know that because it is right in front of your face. Okay, and then I've pulled a few cards for the bottom row, and just giving me a little bit of knowledge of where you are versus where you would like to be. So this card is about food and hunger, all about nurturing the body through food. So that could be something that you really enjoy, spending time cooking and nurturing your body with beautiful foods. And then I've got the Palace of Coins. So this is showing me that you would really enjoy being in a beautiful, beautiful home, one that maybe you created yourself, or one that you feel totally comfortable in. I see beautiful wildlife in this card, and the sun shining perfectly and illuminating the beautiful, even the sun shining so brilliantly that it even it undisguises the owl up in the tree. So I see you really hoping and wanting to shed light on some serious things from your past. And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles shows me that you've been busy at work, and I feel like you're hoping to, while you're in this in-between right now, I feel like you could be in between some family issues. I feel that somehow through your family you have you're having a complete and total transformation, and that you're gaining an undescribable amount of wisdom. I feel that your family has probably brought out some serious insecurities that you now own and that you unfortunately claim as your own. They could be things that I feel like your family really touches a nerve with you. I feel that there's people in your family, could even be children that, or parents that really cut deep when they say things to you. They say things so so hurtful that it just never leaves you. And I feel like this is where you are at this moment, dealing with the pain that this has caused you. I feel that it's caused a serious amount of insecurity. I keep getting insecurity and pain, and somehow you know that you're gaining wisdom out of this, so you have like a positive attitude about this, which is really commendable. So I feel like you know that this is like the catalyst that that is that you needed in order to make some serious changes and alterations in your life. Let's see if we can get some more cards on where you are right now. Okay, so 2 came out really fast. So right now you want to be growing something brand new, something different than what your family handed you. And it's like you're looking any which way you can with the 8 of Wands to make this happen. It's like you're putting all your energy, it's like your whole heart, your whole soul is into nurturing and creating something completely different than what you were handed to from your family. I feel that maybe your family, they either don't have beautiful get-togethers, or when they do have get-togethers, they surround the table and there's insults given, or there just isn't like positive reinforcements happening, and you just feel like you're alone if you're around your family, or else they just don't get together at all, and that hurts you. I feel that in your heart and in your mind, you're constantly building the family that you desire to be in. I think that you've gained vast amounts of wisdom through the people that you were born into. You know that you could not find this wisdom anywhere else. The pain that they have given you, it's like they hurt you to your core. They hurt you to the very tiny building blocks of your cells, because this shows atoms, right down to the atoms of your body. They have hurt you. And I think that you desire a release from this pain. And obviously this is where you will be going. Let's see if we can get some more cards on where you will be going with this. So we've got the 3 of Swords. So you're taking time for introspection and resting and caring for your soul and your body. And you have a lot of fire, a lot of fiery, passionate, you've had a lot of fiery, passionate, gone wrong. It's like your passion and your fire just hasn't been able to be placed properly. But in the future, you will find exactly what you're passionate about, and you will be looking to that only and forgetting about, it's not that you're going to be forgetting about your family and the pain that they've caused you. It's that you're going to meld it and create a new fiery beginning, something that has this new fiery beginning will have all of your attention, and you won't be able to turn away from it. You're definitely not turning away from the pain that you have. You would never do that, because you know that this is this is where your power is going to come from. But in the future, it looks like you're going to need more rest, and you're going to need more time to just really integrate and look at every little tiny aspect that your family has handed you. It's like maybe you can run away from them for a little while and heal yourself and feel better, but then there's always a time that you have to face it, and that doesn't always feel good. And if you run away from it again, it's like you can slowly release it and forget about it. But there always comes another time that you have to face it again. So I think that there's going to be a moment where after you run away and go back and forth, that you just pick up all of your burdens from it, pick up all of the every little piece of it, and fully look at it in a healthy view. And that's what you're working on at this point. and you're just going to be able to release everything. It's like you're going to come up from the dead being this whole new person and just able to say, see you later, guys, or you don't affect me, or I can look at you and hang out with you for X amount of time. And in that whole hour, you will not be able to hurt me. You're just going to be like rising up instead of like holding yourself down and holding onto your pain in this secret little dungeon where only you and your spirit guides and your soul feel it. You're just going to look at them, and I think you keep it a secret how much pain that they cause you. 100%. I think once in a while you snap, no doubt about that, but the real twisting and turning and gut-wrenching pain that they cause you, they have no idea, absolutely no idea how awful it's been for you. But I think there's going to be a time, and they can feel the angst, they can feel the pain, but they don't get it. They would never believe that they were the cause of it. They would never believe that they were like the dark, luminous clouds that bring you down. They just they don't realize, they think that they are that you are like something to be proud of, that they grew you, and that they don't realize that the rain comes each time that you see them, but you're gonna grow past that. You're gonna like be able to look at exactly what is passionate for you, and you're just gonna be able to go there and you're gonna say screw all of you, maybe flip them off mentally in your mind, maybe not physically, but a little bit of that in the head is okay, as long as you're not throwing hate daggers at everybody. But there's nothing wrong with saying screw you in your mind and becoming more. So I think that's really beautiful. And I just would like to read a little bit about this card before we part ways, because I've read this before and it was really great. All right, so let's see. It's card number 40. So a 40, or the number 4, stability, is important to you at this time. Maybe make 4 your favorite number for a few days. It may help you to heal. The energy of 4. All right. Building. Everything is connected by the same building blocks of matter. You are electric and vibrating in motion. Being stagnant in your beliefs and growth is unnatural. Building and changing is natural. There is room for infinite variety. So it's like, maybe you think about something a certain way right now, but you may go into like you may just like go right into the building blocks of that belief and why you feel so much hatred or pain towards someone, and you may just end up like feeling differently about them someday, and that's okay. And you don't have to feel good about this person now by any means, but maybe just be open to the fact that you may think differently. Maybe you don't want to, throw your arms up in the air and say how wonderful this person is, but just be open to the fact that maybe someday you may think different about them, because then that can open the gateway for that possibility or for newness coming into your life. All right, I'm going to keep reading. So, many ancient cultures suspected the world was made up of building blocks that couldn't be seen. While the elements of earth, air, fire, and water were part of their thinking, many also thought that even these formidable elements were constructed from something. The ancient Greek philosophers Lysippus and his pupil Democritus suggested that around 450 AD the atoms existed. They were infinite, and that there must be different kinds to reflect the object that was the end result. Indian and Islamic scholars also reported on the ideas of atoms, but it wasn't until the 16th and 17th centuries that the notion became a serious field of study with Bernier, Boyle, and Newton. In the last 200 years have given us a clearer idea of what atoms are made up of. Each atom is composed of a nucleus. and one or more electrons bound to the nucleus. The nucleus is made up of protons, subatomic particles with a positive charge, and neurons, subatomic particles with no net charge that are slightly bigger than protons. The boundaries of an atom are not well defined, so they are able to connect and vibrate. We can use a scanning tunneling microscope to view surfaces at an atomic level. The idea that we are all connected or that everything is part of a whole is somehow borne out into quantum physics. It is not just some romantic ideal, but is something solid. So wow, even though some things may not feel solid, everything is connected. And even though these person or these people have brought you so much pain, they really are connected to all of your desires, and they really are connected to all that you are hoping to create in your future. So yeah, stay away from them when you need to, but go back to them so that you can see exactly what your pain is, and because they really are the building blocks of what you are creating. But I don't encourage going around them when you're not feeling ready to, because that's never a good idea either. We always need to self-heal and self-love ourselves and take time to just surround ourselves with foods that make us feel better, or comfy drinks, comfy clothes, whatever it is that's going to make you feel that you are surrounded in love, because I feel that these people are not going to be the ones doing that. All right, you are going to be doing that. You are going to be creating the big, beautiful home that they were not able to give you. So it's really gorgeous. And I send you lots and lots of love, beautiful beings out there listening to this channel. It's been a super pleasure to read for you, and if you could please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a little comment. Let me know if you enjoyed listening to this reading. I would greatly appreciate that and your support. All right, take care. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. This is Golden Lion Tarot, and you chose the beautiful and healing stone of Snowflake Obsidian. It's almost like in a heart pattern here. Oh, sorry about that. My cat just almost jumped up on the table. All right. And this is all about grounding oneself, feeling protected, and warding off negative energies, and like staying away and making a guard against things that are not connected to you, that could just eat off of your energy. All right, I'm going to set that over on top of the jade because I did not take the jade away. So, okay. Now, for your guidance, I chose the desert. Well, Spirit chose the desert. I was just the hands that picked the card. And number 13. It's really gorgeous. It makes me feel like Spirit's just cleansing you, embracing you, and just like shining like healing, high vibrational love through you. And we'll look into what this card means. It says solitariness. So maybe at this time you are taking time for yourself. All right, so what is the in-between for you? What is it that you are in between of? Sometimes it can feel uncomfortable being in between things, but there's always a higher purpose to why somebody is not where they would like to be. And I just thought we could talk about why you are where you are and where you would like to be. So the first few cards I pulled are where you are now. So right now you are in the energy of forgiveness. Very beautiful. White doves talk about purity and, again, higher vibrational energy. And you've got the Queen of Swords. a sharp-tongued woman I am getting the energy of. And then you've got the Three of Cups, all about get-togethers, people that want to celebrate something. Then we've got Faith, Taurus energy, about feeling through the senses. And you also got the Chariot, moving at high pace, moving at a high pace rate. Then for the energies of where you would like to be going, you've got karmic relationship. And we've got the Emperor. So it looks like you would like to be feeling quite strong in your solar plexus energy and feeling powerful. Then we've got the Three of Wands. So threes. Then we've got the Hanged Man, which is also a number 3. So the energy of 3 is prominent in your reading. Could be that you are really in your creativity, or you would like to be in a creative mode. It's also like the catalyst energies. So I feel like you are very, very into this reading. Like this reading is could be a catalyst for your healing, but I feel like you are already like very deep within this healing, because you have right now you're in the energy of forgiveness. So you are trying, you want to forgive someone or something from your past. I'm also getting like a lot of past energy, like could even be past life energy I'm feeling could be affecting you right now, meaning I feel that there's because we have a karmic relationship in here also, and we also have faith. So it could be that in a past life religion was a serious factor to you. It could be affecting you right now. Maybe you took vows of being like a nun, or like chastity vows or something like that, to the point that now it could be messing with you in this lifetime. That's just for maybe one person. I'm feeling this. So I feel that, yeah, I'm feeling a lot of pain around love and relationships. So someone has definitely done you wrong. Somebody has hurt you. Somebody has really hurt your heart. I feel that you gave and committed yourself, and you had total and complete faith in this person, and you probably moved in with them very fast, or tied yourself to this person because it had all the feels. It had everything that you dreamed it could be. You know how the excitement is at the beginning of a new love? I think that was like, you had that and more. Like it was just imploded. It was like when you'd put a little bit of love in it, that person would put like mega amounts of love in it, and it just like exploded. And inside of you, everything inside of you lit up by this person. I'm feeling like this person and this relationship did not work out, and they really showed their true colors, which were nothing that you thought that they were going to be, or that you could pick up on in the beginning, because your love was so strong for them. So I feel like right now you're in between forgiving this person and possibly finding a new love, because I think this is something that you do want. I think that you have not given up on love totally. I think there may have been a point that you did, but maybe you've grown past that even. So that's huge. That's a big congratulations to you if that's so. Because I know when people get hurt to this degree, sometimes they're afraid to love again. and some people I've seen, like my grandmother, she was hurt and she just was not able to commit to another man again because, you know, I'm sure the fireworks were pretty strong with her husband, with her football player from high school husband, and she was the cheerleader. It was that little get-go. But my grandmother was not just a cheerleader. She was very smart, and she went to Penn State, and she really like made something out of herself. And this was like at a time where women didn't do that so much. So, but I can feel her pain right now, and maybe some of you are connecting with pile number 2, because I'm feeling a connection there of, and I've also been through this sort of pain with my ex, so I know how turbulent and horrible and disgusting a breakup can be. I feel that sometimes you might feel like a total mess and feel like there is no hope and there is no destination. Sometimes like you can feel like you're just, this is your life. Like when you're a little kid, you probably thought, oh, I'll grow up and I'll have everything I ever wanted. And then you grew up and realized that fairyland never happens. And it's really like heartbreaking to a lot of people. They just wait their whole childhood to grow up and have everything, and then when they grow up, it's nothing like they imagined, and that pain right there can cause a lot of heartache for people. So I send you a lot of love to healing that. You will be healing that. You are healing that, and you are forgiving yourself right now for not knowing any better. And trust me, you weren't supposed to know better. Society should prepare young ones and children that the fairy tale is not exactly what it says it is, and love isn't how it's shown in the cartoons and the fairy tales. I think that right now you're working on getting your faith back in humanity and in the opposite sex or the same sex, if you're into that. I feel that you're trying to gain your faith back, your love back, into the ability of giving your heart again. I think in your future you're going to be you will be doing that, and I know it might be a while before that happens, but maybe it's not. It just depends on the healing. I feel that you want this healing to speed up, but I also think that you can feel the mess of this healing, and you don't want it to go too fast, because there's really a serious lesson in here that you're learning. I also feel that you might have had parents' opinions on this relationship, and maybe parents had some harsh words towards you surrounding this relationship. I think that maybe religious factors are involved, but I'm also feeling like a really heavy like past life religious influence. I'm feeling confusion. So I feel like maybe in a past life, like you were totally dedicated to being chaste and serving God in this way. And maybe that is why you've had such a difficult time with keeping a loving, romantic, sexual partner. So that it's just like there's work to be done, because you thought like in a past life that something was more important than this, and you cut yourself off, but you felt lonely, and there was a part of you inside that did not enjoy that you cut yourself off from this and that you looked at others with envy, but you felt like it was too late for you to turn back, because I mean, in those times you were what you were. You didn't say, oh, I've changed my mind, now I want to do this, I want to go down this road. So you had to stay on the road that you created for yourself. But I think you made this decision at a very young age, and it just wasn't really the right road for you. And so possibly now it's like you're learning how to be true to yourself, no matter if you change your mind, no matter what that truth looks like in the moment. Being true to yourself, it's like all that matters. So if you get yourself into a relationship that isn't genuine and fulfilling you on a soul level, then it's okay to all of a sudden pick up your life, pull it apart, and get on a new road. And I know when you unmingle a life with a partner, it can be like terrifying, uncomfortable, and it's just so scary because you don't know what your future holds. But if you stay true to yourself, then you're always on the right road. So you know how you're learning how to feel your heart. You're learning how to feel your heart and to stay true to your heart, and you're gaining so much like self-worth right now. Right now in this lifetime, you're gaining self-worth that maybe you didn't have before, didn't know how to have before. Right now you are. So I feel like you've had a lot of like karmic relationships that didn't end up so well. But in the future, I see you, wow, gaining so much self-worth, like having so much power and staying true to yourself to the point that you're able to just like stand on a mountaintop and say, this is who I am. And then maybe the next day you can stand on a different mountaintop and say, now this is who I am. I see your future, you taking a lot of time to go inside, taking time to rest, meditate. I see you finally finding a way to find your inner being. Meditation would really serve you well. Meditation will really help you to bring in your power. And I feel that you're wanting a relationship. It's like, you know, you're going to be healed when you do truly believe that a relationship would be good for you. I don't feel that you believe that a relationship would be healthy for you right now. And that's great. So that's who you are in this moment. Beautiful. All right. So I did not pull any other cards. If you maybe sometimes I don't pull cards, but I guess we'll just pull a couple more cards. There was a lot there in those few cards that I pulled. Let's see if there's anything else for pile two's future. Look at so you got the Two of Cups. Aw, so beautiful. I mean, that's so sweet. So your future does consist of you being in a relationship. So maybe it's a little while before we get to this point, but you and your team, your higher self and your team want you to know that you deserve to be loved, and that you deserve to be true to yourself, and that somebody will love you when you are true to yourself. And the only time you're going to attract this perfect person, no one's perfect, but people can truly respect you, and that is perfection. You will attract this type of person when you stay true to yourself. Aww, it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's like that's the only card, but let's see if there's any more. Okay, one more card. You've got the Ace of Wands. So I feel that this is just like a suggestion, and that is a person that is closing their eyes, going within, seeing what's in their third eye. So what is it that you want to create? Create a sanctuary for yourself so that you can find what it is that you love. And you're going to find those things when you do this. All right. I do want to look into this card. And you've got 13. Is that 13? You got 13. Another 3 again. So awesome. You are creating. Let's see. 13. Desert. Okay, we've got solitariness. And it says that right there. This beautiful girl on the swing out in the desert. There is a difference between being alone or solitary and being lonely. Feeling confident to spend time alone is powerful. Yes, it is. When you want to be by yourself, that feels so good, so powerful. You do not need so much. Work on developing simplicity. There is more to life than accumulating objects. You can be resilient and adapt to difficult circumstances. So you can adapt and become something new. All right? Let's see. A desert is a seemingly lifeless biome, attracting low precipitation. The plants and animals of desert regions are living in a very harsh and hostile environment and must be highly adapted to do so. About a third of all biomes on Earth are categorized as being arid or semi-arid. Temperature, evaporation, excuse me. Where'd the arid go? Okay, so I lost my place. Temperature, evaporation rates, and humidity levels help to classify a desert. The Antarctic and Arctic environments are classified as cold deserts because of the extremely low temperatures that freeze all moisture as ice or snow. The top 4 deserts in area are the Antarctic, the Arctic, the Sahara, and the Arabian, excuse me. The thing you most notice in a desert is the simplicity of the landscape, the sparseness of plant life, the lack of ground cover, and the exposure of the topsoil, leading to sand. The dust or sand can be whipped up into epic sandstorms that can be so fierce the wind blown and sand particles become electrically charged and create enormous electrical fields that can produce sparks and interfere with telecommunications. Wow, that's amazing. These electrical fields can have a negative effect on humans, causing nausea, vision disturbance, and headaches. Oh, that's a sandstorm if you get caught in a sandstorm. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, many desert animals live underground or in highly protected areas. Plants normally have smaller leaves or very few leaves and have shallow root systems to capture any precipitation that may fall. People who live in deserts have traditionally been nomadic, moving with their prey or where food may be. These people take only what they need and carry only what is necessary, but often have rich cultural and spiritual lives. That's amazing. So it's talking about how less is more. So in order to have a rich and spiritual life, you need to lighten your load. So it's all about you. This reading is all about you and realizing that you are all that you need. You never needed anybody to love you. You only needed you to love yourself. So that's a really gorgeous message, and I send you lots of love. And if I could ask you to please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment to help my channel grow and to help me to connect to your energy for more readings. I would greatly appreciate your help with this. And I send you lots of love your way for the healing journey that you so much desire. All right, take care, Pile 2. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. So in this tarot reading, we are discussing all about the in-between. So what is it that you have manifested into your life at this time, and where is it that you are wishing and manifesting to be going next? So a lot of times we look at our present situation as not important because we're so effortly trying to get to someplace else. But every place that we get ourselves into is important, and I was hoping to just talk about this in-between time and why we are having an in-between time and what it means to you as a viewer of this channel. That is what I'm hoping to achieve with this reading. All right, so you chose pile number 3, and you've got this beautiful slab of quartz agate with this a diamond looking charm on the end. It's a really cool piece of crystal, and it just reminds me of like seeing things that are hidden, seeing things that others don't see, feeling the emotions, and growing and becoming more of ourselves. All right, so the first card is the card that I asked Spirit for guidance, and your Spirit's guides chose North. And this is a super cool card. I pulled this before, and it's the number 1, and it's all about finding your true north and what is important to you. And hopefully at the end of the reading, I'll get to read the passage from the book because it was really great. All about the Vikings and just exploring and becoming more and just going into uncharted territories. And down here it says expansion. And it shows somebody looking at the aurora borealis and the stars and just like, oh, the mechanisms behind what we're seeing. It's so cool. Number 1. All right. So for your current energies, I think, yeah, you pulled a few cards. You've got Atlantis. So could be that energies from Atlantis are affecting you now, that you had a past life in Atlantis that is currently reflecting your state of your emotional state at the moment. All right. And then you've got a farm. So it could be that you grew up on a farm, or you love horses or these animals, or something with this energy is affecting you at this time. Maybe something happened in a barn. All right. Oh, okay. I got some negative energies there. Maybe something happened to you as a child. So we've got the 10 of Cups. Oh, sorry. 10 of Cups. All right. Then we've got the Tower. Some serious energies falling apart. And then we've got growth with the Knight of Pentacles. So I see you tearing down some serious energies. So good for you. And then it looks like in your future, you are hoping for lessons and blessings. Communal living. So could be living in a community and with other like-hearted beings is something that you desire. Maybe living in nature, being close to the earth. Finances are affecting your future. And the Knight of Wands, all about going for what is important to you. And the Page of Pentacles. Didn't you? You got the Page of... Oh, you got the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So could be your healing, whatever you are tapped into, the energies that you're tapped into right now, feels like some serious, thick energies. I feel like it's moving really slow for you. It feels like it's going too slow. Whatever you are feeling that you are trying to heal could be taking forever in your mind and in your heart and soul. Could feel like it's been affecting you your whole life and there's just no getting away from it. But I do see that you've definitely shed a lot of light onto this energy, because we have the Tower card, and that shows me that you have been tearing down regularly, like false beliefs, reasons why this happened to you. Maybe you thought that this bad thing happened to you and it was your fault in some sort of way, but a full door has been swung open and your heart is growing and you are feeling different emotions and knowing that it was not your fault, but that rather there was something to be learned from it. And that's huge. I think that's an enormous way to release yourself from holding on to negativity too strongly, because we can totally allow negativity and thinking down upon ourselves to swallow us whole and drown us. But I think that you have been able to tear down that false belief, which is beautiful, and you're able to find a reason to feel powerful and positive. So congratulations. I feel that you have found some passion through arts, or like releasing your energy in a creative way. I think that you are a super creative person and you love to just get in the flow of love and creativity and passionate like energies. I feel that that's what you're hoping to create in the future as well. I feel that you know where your passions are, you know what it is that captures your attention and that captures uh, it's like you love art. You have something in the art world or in the creative way that makes you feel fulfilled, and that's what you're going to be focusing all of your attention on. It's super, you have a lot of passion in this way. I do think in the past you've been trapped in fear and confusion, and I think that you have let it drag you deep to the depths of like hell, and that you're recovering from that. And I think that finding health is and wealth is where you have found stability. Let's see if I can get some more information on where you are right now. Oh, beautiful. So, yes, you know exactly what it is that makes you happy and what is worth pursuing for you. It's like you've had a spiritual awakening and you're running full force to and through your pain into a higher vibration and into a higher way of being. It's like you're dancing and leaping and full of joy, because you know what it is you need to do in order to be all that you want to be. So that's like huge. You've got the flow. You know you're transforming right now and becoming this. It's like this is where you are now. You've found the light. Now it's time to transform, and you are transforming. You're transforming and breaking down all of these false beliefs that your so-called perfect family gave you. I definitely feel like family pain. think that you were holding on to the past, but you're not so much now. There's, it's like you want to see the blessings, so you're creating these blessings. You know how to create these blessings. Maybe your parents have not emotionally been there for you, or possibly there was physical mistreatment, and you just cut them out of your life completely. I don't know. Maybe there's been times that you were able to keep them around, but then you just decided enough is enough. They're not healthy for me. And you were able to like break down that wall and rise above the storm that just kept raining inside of your heart. I think you probably found your future holds more of this, and your future holds the fact that all of these things can become a blessing in some sort of way. Like you're able to apply the pain and to enrich your life as well as many other people's lives. I think that you're going to find a lot of joy in living with other people, like a community of like-hearted individuals, and everybody's just going to like share their wealth. I believe you're going to find like the perfect soulmates that, because of the pain that you've been through, you're going and you're transforming, and there's no stopping your heart, and you're dancing, and the way you're just like embracing the flow is just like gonna be opening up to like a mass amount of like love and energy into your life. And you're gonna feel like your life is perfect. You're gonna feel like you really like have the things that you yearn for, and it's really nice. Like, it's really beautiful. The confusion's just gonna evaporate fully. I feel like still you might have some confusion here and there, but you can feel in your heart what's like drumming and dancing and calling you. And you know that's where you have to grow your energy. Like that's what you're holding on to. That's what you're dedicating yourself to. So this in-between stage that you're at it's like you already know it's a blessing. This in-between stage feels better than the old stage. So you know that, and you're just gonna ride that passionate energy into something else. And you're okay not knowing exactly where that is, because you feel fulfilled. Your future self feels super fulfilled 100%. You're gonna find love. What else is coming in this person's future? Pile number 3's future. Yeah. So you've got the 3 of Cups. You're just gonna have like the ultimate family. You're making your own family. You're creating your own family. It's going to be like a family from all different walks, a family with a bunch of different people from so many different backgrounds. And you guys are just going to like love life and just really like work together, and someone's going to be good at this, someone's going to be good at singing, somebody's going to be good at crafting this, someone's going to be good at growing, and I just see everybody networking together and making something really special. And it's just like love blossoming and blooming everywhere, and this energy is just going to flood out across the whole sky and rain back on you. It's going to feel like perfection to you. It's going to be like the perfect life. You're going to feel young, free, and just living in the moment. So this in-between stage that you're at right now is just because you have to let go of some confusion. There's still things that you're working out, and I feel that it's important to really embrace what you feel every moment, because it's what's creating your future. It's going to help make your future. So whatever your past is, it's like, don't shy away from it. Go into each little piece that feels yucky and feel it, because it's going to change and grow into like a new seed of life. And then you're just going to meet all these different kinds of people that had this sort of thing going on and that sort of thing going on, and you're going to create a community, and it's just going to be full of like blessings, and you're going to feel like perfection. So the in-between stage is super important for what's coming next, and the past is super important for this. It was the foundation of who you are. And you're a really tough person, like really strong, beautiful person. I'm just going to get this card and read about North. All right. It's, yep, number 1. I just feel like you're the seed of something new. All right. North, expansion. Be guided, but do your research. Okay? Be guided, but do your research. Focus and honesty is needed to overcome obstacles. You know your true north. So be brave about the next steps. So you already know what your true north is and what you want to create. We may have a number of purposes in life, not just a single one. It is time for true adventure. So maybe you know exactly what you want to create, but you might be here to create something else as well as what you want to create. Okay? North is one of the cardinal directions, and in witchcraft, one of the guardian directions. Traditionally, north has been associated with ice and snow, and the north wind is considered to be the coldest. The Arctic Circle is large and passes through Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Canada, Denmark, Greenland. Oh, Denmark is Greenland. Iceland, and the Arctic Ocean. There has always been a certain romanticism about going north on adventures. During the peak years of Age of Exploration, the exploration of the North Pole became almost a public mania. Perhaps the greatest adventurers of the ancient world and the most northerly were the Viking peoples. To Viking means to go exploring. The North has connotations around finding our true essence or pathway. It can even be a referral to finding a person who gives our life meaning. Finding our true north indicates we have found a profoundly right path and a direction that is authentic for us. So strongly is north seen as a guiding direction. It is the one used to indicate directions on maps, usually with a single arrow. North is one of the quarters called, in certain traditions of witchcraft, to purify or protect a space. People call upon the guardians of the north or the northern as a way of unlocking the protective energies of the portals of that element. So as I'm reading this, I just feel like you have super extraordinary amounts of protection surrounding you right now, because you have done so much work on yourself, and your guides just like, they are hugging you. Every time you have shed a tear, they hug you even tighter, and they just love you so much, and they're just so like, they're so thankful to be part of your creation. So they love you, and they appreciate who you are and all that you have done to help change the energies here in your life and in everyone's life, and they thank you. All right, pile 3, it has been a pleasure to read for you. I send lots of love from my heart to yours. And if you appreciated this reading, I ask you to please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. This will help me to formulate new readings for you and to dive into your energetic field better and to give you what your soul may be desiring to hear. All right, so take care, pile number 3. Thank you.